I love the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy. It's one of my favorite trilogies of all time. The journey this trilogy shows is nothing short of incredible. I mean, Hiccup's character arc is as perfect as it gets. So obviously when the live action adaptation of How to Train Your Dragon was announced, I was skeptical to say the least. Why try to recreate something that's already perfect? The basic answer would be the optimistic answer would be many people are just not interested in animated form of storytelling. So this would be a nice way to bring this amazing story to those people. Then I get to know the original director is coming back to direct the live action. Gerard Butler will reprise his role as Stoic the Vast. While this information did seem interesting, I was still not convinced about the justification of this remake's existence. So the question is, does this live action remake justify its existence?
Yes, we go.
Is it equally good or better than the original animated movie?
No.
Will it help new people to learn about this amazing story?
Yes.
So let's try to dissect what this movie did right and where it fell short. As soon as the movie starts, you feel like you are back in Burr. The camera movement, the shots, the music and the classic Hiccup monologue. Everything makes you feel like right at home. The way director Dean DeBlois was able to bring the feel of the animated movie to a live action was really impressive. Another member that was transitioning from animation to live action was Gerard Butler. And the moment you see him in big screen, only one thought comes to mind.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
And that feeling only grew stronger as the movie went on. It was always his voice, so that was always going to be perfect. But the way he physically embodies the character is Stoic is nothing short of incredible. There's one another character that this movie got right, maybe even better than the original.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Astrid Hoffersa. Nico Parker looks absolutely stunning as Astrid. There's a scene in this movie where you can only see the silhouette of her and it looks exactly like the animated Astrid. But it's not just the looks. Even the writing for the character is better and the movie actually gives her screen time and fleshes out her character. And it's a constant thing in this movie. Being 30 minutes longer than the original one, this movie has some actional scenes, most of which is used to give more depth to the story and characters. And there are also some minor directorial changes that helps to make this world feel real. Coming back to Astrid, the way she is depicted in this live action is better than the original in my opinion. The live action provides more dimensions to this character. In the original movie, it just feels like she doesn't like Hiccup because he's weak, but the live action gives us an insight of her feelings. Also, the romantic subplot of Hiccup and Astrid feels much more natural, mostly because of the actors' chemistry. Now let's talk about the lead duo of this story, Hiccup and Toothless. This is where the live action starts to show its shortcomings. Let's start with Hiccup. Hiccup in this movie is not an exact copy of the original movie, and that took me a while to adjust. I won't say it was a bad thing because when I got on board with this version, I really liked his performance. The actor really shined when he was given any kind of physical comedy or dramatic moments. Also in some scenes where they try to recreate a scene from the animated one, it feels like the actor is trying to reach a certain point to create that scene. It does feel a little scripted. Now coming to Toothless. First of all, the CGI looks amazing. The fact that this movie was made in less than what it took for the original is really amazing. You could feel the weight of Toothless. The flying scenes looked amazing. They used this sort of shaky camera movements that gave the flying shots a bit more realism, but also the steady shots to recreate that feeling of the original movie. But in one place, the difference between live action and animation was clear, which is expressions of Toothless. Don't get me wrong, Toothless is not some kind of emotionless monster in this movie. His eyes was used really well to express his emotions, but the dynamic expressions, childlike behavior that was visible in the animated movie was always going to be tough to achieve in live action, and it does feel like it's missing something. Another thing, and it's my personal opinion, Toothless doesn't feel like the co-lead of this movie. Having said that, this live action doesn't compromise with the emotional scenes. The awkward relationship between father and son, Hiccup feeling like a disappointment, first flying scene, Stoic's realization, every scene hits exactly how it's supposed to. And that's my opinion of the live action How to Train Your Dragon. While it does fall short to reach the greatness of the original movie, but the faithful adaptation, improvements in some parts, and keeping the feel of the original intact does help to provide a great experience in the big screen.